Happy Friday. Actually, it's Thursday night I'm doing this. Yeah, apologies about last week and not managing to push video out to you, but hopefully we make up for it this week. Here's the application again. This is actually running on an iPad mini, so this is a 7-inch iPad, which it runs really quite well. I wasn't sure how it was going to look on this screen because we've tried it with an Android 7-inch and the screen actually it ran over to the right side, but on the mini it actually looks good. So and it should look even better on the iPad, the full iPad. So this is so I've enclosed. I will be sending you tonight a document which includes this link to this video, and I'll include this in the email. But also your first build of the application. Now, like I've said in the document, it's a test build, so this is very much a demo. This is very much a development build. It hasn't been QA'd, tested fully. So, and I won't go through what I put in the document. Just have a look through the document about some of the gotchas and just some of the background on what this build is. But this is your first chance to play with the application. So this is what you're going to see when you open things up. Now you've seen other workflows that I've done in other videos, the buttons on the top right hand side, the layers button, which you can turn the layers on and off. Let's see, there we go, that's the base map we're going to use offline. The ability to zoom to full extent, the geolocate, which will take you to where you currently are, and then the edit tool as well. So, and actually that does run off slightly off the side. See that on this one? It shouldn't do on your iPad, so we hadn't really designed it for a 7-inch screen. So let's actually walk through things. What I want to do is, let's just do a normal workflow. The device is online at the minute, but I spoke in the last video about the fact that if you've got poor Wi-Fi connectivity, and this is my daughter's iPad, so some funny things are going to come up. If you've still got Wi-Fi connectivity, it's an option just to go offline. So let's just go ahead and do that. I'm actually going to go offline on this. So this is a typical workflow. We're going to just load offline map, and there we go. Now I haven't got the base map loading here. Again, let's talk about that tomorrow. How we get a base map to you that represents what we were just looking at there. Because I've actually got a TPK, which was that imagery that you saw a minute ago. But it's a gig, so it's how I get it to you that's the question. But I want you to test using the same workflows I would show you here. So I've purposely not included a TPK here. So let's just do a quick edit. So we're going to tap here, we're going to tap here, tap here, tap there. And again, we've got the pop-up that comes up, and I've included a link in the video that talks about some of the issues. These are where the primary issues are coming with the Esri code at the moment. So we haven't yet got fixes for it, but again, I have yet another call with Esri tomorrow, so they're aware of it. It's whether they're going to put fixes into their core code or if they can give us some workarounds for our app. However, I'm inclined to think by May the 1st they should have a bunch of these fixes in place, so we haven't got to do anything funky in our code. They'll just fix it on their end. Anyway, cutting edge stuff. So there's our new point just there. Let's go back online. The point's not there. We go to edit, we go to apply offline edits, ba-dum, and there's that point just there. So we've added that now to the server. Now this is a web map in ArcGIS Online. We basically just, I just published this imagery as I went to the site you suggested, I grabbed 4 TIFFs, I pushed them all, mosaic them together, and then I pushed it up to them from ArcMap 10.1. I just pushed them up to ArcGIS Online as a tiled service, and I also generated a TPK from the same thing, which is what I just mentioned. So that's the workflow, and that's kind of what we've designed this thing to do. Let me try one other thing that I think I've shown in other videos, and I certainly mentioned it during the document, where you can actually simulate as if you were in the field. So let me go ahead, and I'm not very familiar with iPads, so you'll have to excuse me if I mess up here. I go to Utilities, Settings, and if I set it to airline mode like I've done on the Android, it should take us offline. So we shouldn't be online now. We should actually, the device itself should be offline. So there we go. This is my ignorance of iPads. There we go. So we'll load the app again. So we are offline. Let's now go ahead and look. We're going to lose the imagery. So we're offline. So the device is offline. The actual iPad's offline, so it hasn't got any Wi-Fi connectivity, and we are now in offline mode in the application. So let's just go ahead and do again what we just did. Add another point to the map, and we'll close that out. So there it is there. So this workflow now is, let's go back into the settings, just here, settings, set it back to online mode. Is that what I did before? Gosh, there we go. It's actually rather clever the way they design these things. They are very nice. I'm so used to Androids now. So the device is online, the application is offline, i.e. it's reading stuff from the device itself, not going over the internet to get anything. Let's now put it back online. So it loads the imagery, it loads the base map stuff. We're missing that point that we just added. And let's just see by applying edits, and there it is. So perfect. So that's the workflow. I've described more about some of the things in the document that I'm going to attach to this, but you should be able to install this application, this IPA, on your device, and then I'm hoping that's the acid test, that what I just showed there is what you'll be able to repeat on your iPad. So I'll keep my fingers crossed, and let's talk tomorrow about what you see. Thanks, Eric.